We talked about how 90 Day Fiancé star Mohammed Jabali may have been deported, but not all of the news coming out of the series and its upcoming season is quite so distressing. Some couples on that show seem to enjoy those 90 days of engagement, and even the marriage itself. Something must have been in the water on that show, because another couple from the series is pregnant. Yes, that's the distinctively named Curliam, and she's carrying the couple's first child. They're expecting a boy in September, whom they plan to name Liam. Her husband, Alan Cox, is positively beaming in every photo that we could find. Seriously, his every recent photo looks like he's just seen a baby sloth and also been kissed by a shy puppy. We think that it's safe to say that he's pretty pumped. Just look at how thrilled, seriously, he is to go shopping for baby clothes, several months early, no less. So, Alan Cox is from LA. He's a Mormon missionary, and he and Curliam met when he was on a mission in Brazil, which is where she's from, and where her family still lives. Missionaries can be controversial because, you know, their whole purpose is telling other people what to believe, and there's a whole lot of cultural and historical baggage behind that. But, even I have to relax about this couple, because they're precious. 90 Day Fiancé deals with all sorts of drama, from the regular details of a relationship to outside perceptions. You can imagine how, to some of Alan's peers, Curliam must have seemed like a mail-order bride. Honestly, the most dramatic thing about their relationship and eventual wedding was that her family couldn't make it up from Brazil, so they watched a live stream of the ceremony. That and the tidbit that, although they lived together on the show, neither of them had engaged in any sort of sex before their wedding night. So rare, right? But that's their choice. And clearly they're no longer, stranger to each other's bodies. Because pregnant. They say that greater height differences in straight couples are predictors for long-lasting relationships. We know that that sounds like the fakest thing ever, but blame the scientists who studied it. Point is, these two might be in for the long haul. And we're not getting a green card marriage or mail-order bride vibe from these two. Not even a little bit. And Curliam is actually still in the process of acquiring her green card. Because no, the US government doesn't just mail you a green card in an envelope labeled "Congrats" after you tie the knot with a US citizen. There's a lot of paperwork, and you even have to apply for renewals after, like, a decade. You can't start applying for citizenship until you've been here for 5 years. It's a whole thing. But, even in today's nightmarishly xenophobic political climate, we fully expect to see Curliam pull it off. These two aren't the only 90 Day Fiancé couple with good news, as Melanie Bowers and Diva Walters are expecting. Reality couples don't usually last all that long, especially when the reality show focuses on the fact that they're a couple. Like, think of how The Bachelor usually works out. But these guys are escaping the reality television curse. Appropriate, since Curliam and Alan are huge Harry Potter fans. Relatable, right? All told, though, there are bound to be a lot of surprises on the new season of 90 Day Fiancé.